Hello. It's a bit dark. Hello, folks. Don't know whether or not you can see us or not. We've got the light behind us.
Very dark.
Cass is here. I'm here. Deb's over there. We all made it here. The dogs are down there. Kobe, come say hello. Here's Cobes. So, just like to let everybody know, because I've had a heap of phone calls and messages, that we did arrive in Witherin. It was an eventful and, well, an uneventful drive is the best way to describe it, right up until we met the world's greatest dickhead on the road about 25 kilometres from the end of the journey. This dickhead, driving a Toyota Camry, decided to run into the back of us. Now, can I tell you the damage that gets suffered by a heavy-duty steel trailer when it's hit by a Toyota Camry? Absolutely no damage whatsoever. None. But the Camry, not so good. It made a big hole in his bumper bar, and I think probably smashed the headlight. But didn't really do anything to the trailer. We did feel the jolt, but yeah, didn't feel anything outside of that. So those dickheads are on the road. Hello to the truckies that I was chatting to today about those dickheads on the road. They were bloody all over the place. People will be happy to learn that Cass and the Mustang arrived in pristine condition. And tell you, what a guide going through the hills of the hinterland, slowing down to tell me that there were weird corners coming up I needed to go slow for, and all that was bloody great. So we got here, we haven't unpacked anything because it's dark, and that'll probably be tomorrow's little effort. But I just wanted to let everybody know that it's, we have arrived back in Queensland. Cass now has a new home. Are you a happy chick?
I'm now a Queenslander officially, and I couldn't be more happy, even though you can't see me. I'm smiling, big smile.
We're trying. So, yes, new life begins for Cass and 2 dogs and 2 more kids in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, one kid's on the way, and another kid's heading up here, and my other 2 are up here as well. So
The family's
the
reunited.
family is here.
Wonderful. So tomorrow I'll give you a bit of a look around Witherin in the daylight, because right now you can see it's pretty spectacular at night. And we're sitting at Sam's place at the moment. So the caravan that Cass normally sleeps in while she's here doesn't need to be slept in anymore, because she now has her tiny home. But there is nowhere for the dogs down there at the moment. So we're going to have to find somewhere to look after them. There are goats and sheep, and they are new animals to the dogs, so we have to be a little careful. But that's tomorrow's little fun episode. So look forward to talking to you then, folks. We will do more. I'm absolutely knackered tonight. I was talking to the lovely Margie Sedgman earlier. She's made me aware that something absolutely atrocious has happened in Queensland. The Queensland government have funded the next 70,000 newborns to be given an mRNA vaccine. $31 million worth of bullshit that they're going to pump into newborn children. If you have a pregnant person in your life in Queensland, you do not have to accept that vaccination. I would argue strongly that you don't. I'll try and find out more about that over the weekend, and we'll talk more about that next week, but that is a horrifying development, although not unexpected. The Queensland government has been talking about it, and I suspect the Victorian government has already done it, and the rest will fall into line. It is just beyond description what these evil bastards in government are doing, and they're now going to do it to your newborn children. It's got to stop, folks. It's got to stop. Now, I know you lot know that, but we've got to be talking every day to people who don't know this, who are unaware. There are many who are starting to wake up, who've had 3 jabs and refuse to have more. There are some who've had 4, refuse to have more. There's some who had 6 and can't wait for the 7th. I wouldn't waste my time on those ones, because they're going to stick it into their child regardless. But if you've got someone in your life who's having a baby and may or may not have had the jab yet, make sure that they do not allow the infant vaccine that has just been funded by the Queensland government to the tune of $31 million and 70,000 newborns. That'll probably do the whole year if Queensland, I would have thought. Make sure you don't get that. It is, yeah, zippy. Michelle, 100%. It is way beyond criminal. But right now, at the moment, criminal it isn't, because the criminals are making the rules. And you can be damn sure they're not going to criminalise anything they're doing. It will take the people to stand up and bring them to account. Because God knows our weak-gutted police force and our lily-livered fucking defence forces aren't interested. They rely on the chain of command. Don't ask questions, do as you're told. Well, when the Defence Force members start losing children to the mRNA vaccine, will they wake up then? Maybe. Probably not. They'll be too scared to stand up. I know there are good people in the military who will stand up, who are prepared to stand up. Some of them have contacted me to say just that. But these are not generals, these are not majors, these are not even captains in some cases. They're the workers, the people who actually get shit done. I'm encouraged by that. So let's see what we can do, folks. Hey? We have to empower other people. And hopefully you can do that with the ones around you. Yeah, J1, it is terrifying how far they're going to push this, and it will go a lot further yet, folks. It will start encroaching on those of us who have yet to be affected. They will make life very difficult, very, very difficult. It's coming. We got to fight for it, and the only way that it's going to end is if the people say enough. So please, consider saying enough loudly to a lot of people. Consider getting someone, if it's not you, someone you know, to stand in your community, to be an effective member of your community, to go forward and represent your community at a state or federal level. We have to start fighting this on their terms initially. Not that I'm a big advocate for politicians, as you know. But how are we going to stand if we don't get people into that place? We have to get people into that place, people we can trust, who won't be bribed, who are honourable people, and who listen to those they represent in that place. Think about it, folks. Is that you? Is that someone you know? If it is, I want to know their name. Send it to me, carl@vofhq.com. We want to help. We want to make this happen. Just having a bit of a look. Sunflower, God love you. Hope you're well. Michelle Bradley Smith. Hope you're doing well. J1 is always doing well as far as I'm aware. Peter. Why did Farmer need military bases? What a very good question, Pete. I can tell you why, but well, I think we all know. All the bureaucrats need to be held accountable. David, you're 100%. Bureaucrats are completely unaccountable. And as you will find now, in the medical system, if you get a phone call from someone that tells you a bit of bad news, you are no longer given the full name of the medical person that contacts you. Oh, hi, it's Nurse Debbie from the hospital, or it's Dr. Tom. You don't get last names. Why? Because then you can't identify these bastards in the system. Oh, we've got 726,000 Dr. Toms. Which one were you talking to? So if you are getting information from your doctor, make sure that doctor is fully identified to you. Okay? Fully identified, because Queensland Health are no longer fully identifying themselves. Why? Because it's hard to prosecute someone you can't identify. That's why. So, full disclosure. Make sure you get it from your medical professional. If it's someone you are not used to dealing with, make sure you get every detail. You don't need their birth date, but you do need their name. And make sure it's the right one. Make sure they're giving you the real name, because I have heard instances in particularly some Melbourne hospitals where the nursing and doctor's staff just give any name that pops into their head. I don't know how true that is, but if that is the case, it is a case of concern. So I'm sorry that we're doing the show in the dark tonight, but you don't need to see my ugly face on an evening like that. Go away, have a nice night, enjoy yourselves. We're going to just relax, get over the white line fever. We've done a fair few Ks in the last 24, 48 hours, and I think tonight will just be a bit of a rest. I will show you a little bit around Witherin tomorrow morning. The bus is parked up at Witherin. I'm a bit surprised we got it in just between you, me, and the gate post. We did scrape on the legs a bit coming through the gate, but that's all right. We just dig our own trenches in the dirt and keep moving. But Witherin is truly a beautiful part of the world, and if you are looking for a getaway place or a bug out spot, or maybe you're looking to set yourself up, if you're in the wellness business and you're looking for a lovely place to set up, run a business and live, then Cass has another property out this way, and it is going to be geared for the wellness market. If that's you, we want to talk to you because, I don't know, chiropractors, naturopaths, what else, Cass? Who else are you looking for?
All alternative health, any sort of nurse doctor that wants to escape the system, massage, shaman, any modality whatsoever.
Yeah, beautiful. So a beautiful property too. Fernie Haven, it's called, and you'll see a video that we did on it a little while back. If you go back into the library, you can have a look for yourself. But a truly magnificent property, and you can get a hold of me. I'll pass you on to Cass if you are interested in learning more details about that property or Witherin, which is the off-grid property. And what a fabulous community there is here. Tomorrow, I'll show you a little bit more of it. Have yourselves a good night, folks, and steer clear of dickheads driving Toyotas.